This is Smörgåsbord!
Welcome to Smörgåsbord, a show where we explore the rituals, myths, and all things strange about the world of food. I am Mick, and here is my co-host.
Angel, I am not drunk.
Neither am I.
Wow. Really?
I guess our last episode was about drunking. No, it was
Drunking.
mentally weird, dead.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was vegetables.
It was something. There's always some hint of alcohol somewhere.
But today we're going to be covering something called Sundot Kulangot, which is a Filipino dish.
Nice. I did not know what we were talking. I thought I was supposed to have done some research, and I definitely didn't do it.
But before I guess we go into what exactly Sundot Kulangot is and why we're covering it on our podcast, what's in your palate in the past month?
As people may recall, someone ordered a bunch of Girl Scout cookies.
That's right. We actually did that.
Someone, being Mick, and I got, how many boxes did I get? 12?
We got a case.
I got a case. 12, so that's 12. Yeah. I've been eating them every day. every day.
What's your box count? How many do you have left?
I can't see it right now, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 5 left.
Oh wow. Not bad.
So I've actually been eating. Once I start, I can't stop. That's the danger of Thin Mints. They're literal crack.
I agree.
Literal crack. I have to leave the house. Like I have to be like, no more cookies, and then put on my pants and just leave. Otherwise, it's more cookies.
I realize I have to remind myself to look down once in a while to realize how much I've eaten. Because if I don't, I'm like, where did the whole row go?
Yeah. The rows go by really fast.
Super fast.
Way too fast.
Yeah.
I did find. Yeah. I guess we're nearing the time where they're gonna stop making Thin Mints.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm gonna have to.
Let me just go to the bathroom real quick. Girl Guides of. Here we go again.
I think this is exactly the same discussion we had last time. We're like, oh no, scarcity, hoard.
I guess if this is the last time we can do it for the year.
Until like
should we get
November,
December?
December. I'm drunking.
We're high on mint, I think, is what happened.
Yeah. I've cut out everything else in my diet just to
no Cheetos, no veggie straws.
Yeah, I haven't had Cheetos or veggie straws in a while. It's just all been Girl Scout cookies.
I'm actually surprised that you still have 5 boxes left. I thought you'd be.
Me too. It's only because I've been on set and I haven't been home.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I thought about bringing it to set with me, but then I'm like, then I have to share.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
And people ask you where you get it, then you have to tell people your secrets.
Yeah. Like, I know this guy that like ordered 50 boxes.
He's 30 years old. He's not actually a Girl Scout. Yeah, I don't have much. I have, I think, 2 boxes left, but I kind of cheated because I gave
some away.
Yeah. Which means I guess I have to order more. I mean, my tax returns are coming this week, so
nice.
I could get some.
Blow it all on cookies like a responsible adult.
The more important question is, can you do 1 case?
I can do 1 case. I can do 2 cases.
Oh boy. How much is... Let me just... I know. I'm not even opening a browser.
Okay. We should do that after. If we still remember this afterwards, we'll get more Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, because why not?
Thin Mints will never be out of season for me.
No.
Never.
Yeah. Even after I finish a box, I'm like, I could go again tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I would go again right now, except
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, I have to leave the house. Goodbye.
Why do you have to leave? Oh, to prevent
To
yourself.
avoid the cookies. Because I know where they are.
I think the best way is just strategically put them around the house, so you have to do like a
Like a squirrel hunt.
yeah.
It's like that one time I found $5 somewhere. I don't remember. I was like, whoa.
It's not even my house.
Nice.
Well, I guess aside from Thin Mints, for me, Ia and I had a meal date where we played rock, paper, scissors to decide what meals to get.
Oh, I saw this on your Instagram.
Yeah.
It looked really good.
We did like 4 rounds. Oh, we did 3 rounds and then a bonus round where instead of rock and paper, rocking and papering and scissoring, we
agreed to go somewhere.
We played a drinking game instead.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, so we did that. I won the first one and had to choose an appetizer. So I picked down low chicken, which is like chicken burgers.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize those burgers are huge.
Yeah, they're massive.
So definitely did not pick an appetizer.
No, down low is a whole meal.
Yeah, it was so good.
What spicy level did you get?
They had a buffalo and blue cheese sandwich on special.
Okay. So no, but you still get to choose the spicy level, don't you? Maybe not on that one.
No, they didn't ask for that one, but it was pretty spicy. Okay. There was like, I mean, it was like Louisiana hot sauce. So.
Okay. One time I ate like the spiciest level, which is with a side of milk.
Mm-hmm.
I ate an entire box. I could feel it for the next like 4 days. Just like burning.
Would come back, or was it constantly burning?
It was just like low key ember burning.
Oh.
In my stomach and like all the way, like I can feel it in my esophagus.
Right.
It was just like burning low key the whole way through.
That is unfortunate.
No, it was great. We'll do it again. Maybe not an entire box, because that was a lot of chicken too.
Right. Just like half a box. Yeah. Just a case. Just half a case.
Or like in a sandwich would be good. Because I got the like just the chicken sandwich.
Oh,
no
I didn't even know you could get just chicken. Cool.
Yes, you can. Delicious.
Or do you just order sandwich and ask for no bread because you don't eat bread anyway?
Oh, whenever I get the sandwich, I just get the sandwich and I feed whoever I'm with the bread. Perks of being friends with me. You get all the carbs that I don't eat.
Yay. Love bread.
You can have the bread, you can have the potatoes.
I'll take
you
the
can
rice.
Have the noodles, you can have this. Okay, people don't like this. The dumpling skin. I like to skin my dumplings and just eat them inside.
So gross. Definitely not picking you out for dim sum. So yeah, that was a fun game. I definitely ate so much, way too much that day.
That you had to go drunking after?
Well, we started drinking and we're like, okay, well, we can't. We were still kind of full when we got the booze, but then we're like, I mean, we should eat because we're drinking. Mm-hmm. So we got more food. And it wasn't even like a snack amount of food because we're like, okay, we want popcorn chicken from Pearl Castle. So we got that as a combo with fried rice. And then we're like, well, I want squid too. So we ordered.
You guys had like 4 meals.
And she's like, well, we need noodles. I'm like, yeah, obviously we need noodles.
Obviously. Wow. That's a lot. What was the time span? Like how many hours passed?
12 to 9. So 9 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
But like the first 3 meals was within 2 hours.
Okay.
Because we went down low and then Minami and then that matcha place. And then we went to the liquor store and then we relaxed for a bit and then ordered food. Oh no, that's a lie. 6 hours.
6 hours. Yikes.
In total.
That's a lot. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I mean, you've met Ia.
Yeah, I mean,
You've seen how our appetites work.
Yes.
She could eat a full meal and 30 minutes later be like,
I'm hungry.
How? I thought I could eat, but nope.
Yeah, sometimes I eat, like I meet my match and people who can eat. I'm just like, whoa, I feel shame right now. I need to outdo you and eat another whole chicken. So you're not upstaging me.
It's a humbling moment.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So Sundot Kulangot, that's what it's called. It's a Philippine dish. And what exactly is it? Well, Sundot in the Tagalog language means to poke or to pick. And the Kulangot part is why we're doing this episode, because Kulangot in Tagalog or in English means booger.
I mean, that's something that I used to eat also when I was a child.
So Sundot Kulangot means picked booger, essentially, or the booger you picked. But I guess as everyone might be asking whether or not this is really booger, unfortunately, or fortunately, it's not.
Fortunately and unfortunately.
Yeah. I guess it depends on your booger palatability.
I don't know. I kind of grew out of that when I hit 8 years old. It was no longer tasty.
So
And I don't think it ever really was tasty.
I don't really think so.
It's just salty.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
It's a palate cleanser.
I don't know about cleanser, more like stunter.
Yeah, palate stunter. So unfortunately for all our 8-year-olds, and fortunately for all our
younger than 8-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a hard cutoff age.
Yeah.
It's just my age. My cutoff age.
Well, we're using that as law now.
Okay.
I guess.
Past 8 years old, you can't eat any more boogers.
Nope. It's just wrong. We're gatekeeping it. It's over.
Yeah, enjoy it while you can, kiddos.
Yeah. But why did this name come to be though? Why did it get called booger? Sundot Kulangot. It derives its name from how the dish looks like. The dish, if you ever Google it, is served in a little seed, kind of like a mini coconut, and then you open up, and inside of it is this brown and gooey substance that kind of looks like booger.
If your boogers are brown, think you got like a nosebleed or like internal bleeding.
Well, this is in the Philippines where there's a lot of pollution. So
oh, that's even grosser.
You're inhaling a lot of dirt. So I guess all of our boogers back then were brown.
Acceptable. Accept.
But the browniness of the Sundot Kulangot isn't from pollution, obviously. It comes from molasses water and glutinous rice flour, which the dish itself is made from. The shell itself that I mentioned it's served in is a fruit of the sago palm, which is like a palm tree. It's like a mini palm tree, and the fruit that comes out of it are these little round coconut-looking things, and that's what they used to serve this in the Kulangot in.
Cute.
They're sealed together in red tape as well and bunched together in bamboo sticks. So they're usually served in, each ball is kind of put into it like an ammo cartridge. It looks like an ammo cartridge, essentially.
You just shoot it into somebody's mouth.
And it's all tied into with twine. Which is fun. It looks really cool and fun.
I want to go get one.
Yeah.
And like, can you keep the little container, the little nut container after?
Totally. I mean, it's like a coconut shell. It's just a nut container.
You can do like arts and crafts.
Totally.
With it.
Yeah. You could make little hula people.
I mean, they can be little boats.
Or that, yeah. To eat it, you take it out of its bamboo stick cartridge, and then you take the tape off, open it up, and then you pick it with your finger. Hence the Sundot
like part. A nose.
Exactly. Hence why it's called Sundot Kulangot, because you're picking it out like booger as well, aside from the color and the consistency of it. Mm-hmm. But I was also today years old when I discovered that Sundot Kulangot is also known as kalamay, which seems to have many varieties. So the way I've come to understand this is I guess it's like how chimpanzees are a kind of monkey or
We're all
ape.
apes. Yeah.
Ape, yeah. Sundot Kulangot is a kind of kalamay. So you
What
could.
does calamay mean?
So kalamay is essentially a sweet treat that's made out of sugar, coconut milk, and rice.
Oh, okay. That's pretty specific. But it's like
Super.
an umbrella term for this family of dessert.
Yeah, it's a family of desserts, and I think it's a family of desserts because the way it's served, the way it's prepared, and all that varies based on what region of the Philippines you're getting it from. So what we used to get the Sundot Kulangot when we visited Baguio, which is a mountain province in the Philippines, and we would get it from there. So I found out just now that actually there are many different regions in the Philippines that have their own version of kalamay, and Sundot Kulangot is just the Baguio version of kalamay. Like we mentioned, really what binds them all together is the fact that there's sugar, coconut milk, and rice. There are some exceptions as well, and there are different ways of flavoring it as well.
Yeah, some of them might have boogers.
Yeah, who knows? Working really hard and you're
It's
just
a
out
garnish.
of breath. Yeah.
If they ever need like a booger factory, like I volunteer. I have so many boogers.
I thought you were gonna
insane.
volunteer to harvest boogers out of people.
Just like I have allergies, so I'm just a constant like booger making machine.
Right. So if anyone needs boogers, you know who to message. Message
Yes.
Angel. I don't think I have lots in mine.
Oh, I have so many. So many. They're like pearls. Every once in a while you get a nice big one.
Just combine them all together to make the mother of pearls.
So, I mean, don't think I haven't tried to do that as a curious child. I was Angel, like, how many boogers am I capable of making so I can make like a giant booger ball? But see, it doesn't work because once booger dries, it shrinks.
Really?
So yeah, it turns hard and it shrinks. So like if you keep adding onto it, eventually it'll get bigger. Fair. But you're just gonna have a really dense like ball of booger. Don't ask me how I know this. I definitely didn't try it for science.
Why are you lifting a case up, Angel? What is in that case? What is that round brown thing in your case right now?
I'm making this since I was 12.
Angel, that's so gross. Put it down. Put it down.
It's just Pop-Tarts, I swear.
That does not look like Pop-Tarts. That's a pretty round Pop-Tart there.
Yeah, well, okay. If you actually don't eat the booger as soon as it's harvested, it's going to turn crunchy and gross. Just so you know.
Sounds like deep fried chicken skin.
Oh, which is really good.
Yeah.
Also salty.
Very salty. So yeah, we're just going to go through some of the varieties of the kalamay. The Antipolo kalamay uses banana leaves instead of the sago palm shells. And they're more like a flattish cake, almost like little rice cakes or bibingka, which for Filipino listeners might know what that is. It's also garnished with latik. Latik, which is coconut milk simmered in a pan long enough for the milk to actually separate into oil and curdle. And then you fry those curds with the oil. So you separate it and then you fry that separation to make it crunchy. So it's like essentially coconut milk shavings.
Yummy.
The Bohol kalamay is similar to the Sundot Kulangot, but actually uses coconut shells instead of the sago palm shells. So they're a little bit bigger, or quite bigger actually, because the sago palm shells are about the size of a toonie, I guess.
They're tiny.
They're tiny, yeah. The Iloilo kalamay, also known as the kalamay hati, is a thicker version, almost kind of like it looks like lava. Is the way I see it. Hati means half. I don't know why it actually is kalamay half, but that's the way it is.
They just don't question it.
Yeah. Similar to the Bohol kalamay, this one's also served in coconut shells. But some have also started using plastic cups instead, and some environmental controversy has sparked from that. The Kandon kalamay used to be wrapped in banana leaves or coconut shells as well, but nowadays it's usually wrapped in cellophane. The city of Candon also has the Kalamay Festival, which also has apparently the self-proclaimed heaviest and largest kalamay in the Philippines. So I guess they're the boogeriest people of the Philippines.
They've been compressing that for years.
Yeah, they've been packing that thing. It's a communal effort. All
harvested
different
from
colors.
many noses.
Yeah, different crunchiness and sizes depending on what side of the booger kalamay you're going to. In Tarlac, there's the dudumen, or also known as nilubian, or inlubi, or iniruman. Many names for the same thing. But this version of kalamay is dark green or black in color rather than brown. The reason why is they use a younger rice for this. So the rice flour is using younger rice, which is green in color.
Oh, weird. You know that.
Yeah, because it's like a, I don't know. Yeah.
This is like rice science. I don't know this.
That's also why you get green. That's how you get green rice as well, as they're just younger rice.
Is it like crispier?
Sort of, I guess. Yeah. I know we have a thing called pinipig, which it's like popcorn, but using rice instead of corn.
Yeah.
So I think that one they also use young rice because it's a little bit green as well. And that one's super delicious. You put it in hot chocolate, amongst other things. This one is more like a rice cake instead of a lava-like boogery thing. In Mindoro, their kalamay there usually contains a combination of grated coconuts, peanut butter, or vanilla. So it's a flavored version. In the Indang kalamay, or the kalamay buna, is shaped like a pancake with no coconut or plant shell casing, and it's sometimes topped with coconut meat or jackfruit.
Jackfruit.
Yeah. And then there's also different variations of kalamay that may change the ingredients around. So instead of using the 3 core ingredients, they could maybe use pandan extract or taro or pinipig or ube instead for like the milky part or the oily part. And lastly, we just wanted to cover how you make kalamay. So
we can try this at home.
Yeah, exactly. As we mentioned, the most basic version of a kalamay includes 3 ingredients, which is glutinous rice flour, sugar, and coconut milk. The way to cook with those 3 ingredients is on a pan, you stir the rice flour into the coconut milk until the flour fully dissolves. Then you heat the pan on low heat and stirring constantly until it thickens. When I think the recipe I was looking at was saying when they say stir constantly, they mean stir constantly. Like you don't want to stop.
You can't cook it angel style. Stir it once and then leave.
Yeah, and then come back. You have to keep stirring.
I'm like, I stirred it once. That's good enough.
It's like, why is the bottom freaking burnt up?
You should see the bottom of all of my pans.
Oh no.
It's evidence that I only stir things once. Yep. Sadness. Anyway, continue.
Right. And then after you stir it and thicken it, then you add sugar and then you keep stirring for almost an hour.
Oh my God.
Depending on the consistency you want.
So much stirring.
Because I guess you want it, since it's low heat, but you still want it to dissolve. It's a long process.
You wanted to, okay. This is when you hire an unpaid intern to stir for you.
Yeah, I'm guessing for the Sundot Kulangot, you don't have to stir it for a full hour because Sundot Kulangot is one of the ones that are softer. Because the more you stir it, the more it turns into like
goopy, like
candy bark or
right. Yeah.
It gets harder the drier it is, or the longer you keep it. Then just let it sit and cool. And then you can just garnish it with whatever you want, whatever flavoring you want to add. Some put sesame seeds to make it a little savory. You could put coconut meat, jackfruit.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, maybe putting some ube, which is sweetened purple yam. Just also as a side note, another recipe I was looking into suggests that you could also use water instead of coconut milk or molasses instead of brown sugar in case you don't have coconut milk or brown sugar.
I think molasses is like harder to get.
Yeah, that's
than
awesome.
brown sugar.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Maybe
I don't even know what molasses is made of.
Maybe in molasses, West Virginia, they don't have sugar.
I'm gonna have to Google what exactly molasses is. It's a viscous product resulting from refining sugarcane or sugar beets into sugar.
Oh,
So it's like a
sugar.
byproduct.
Yeah.
I guess.
So it's just like sugar syrup, but heated.
But thick.
Heated and caramelized.
Yeah.
As you do with every episode, we ask, is it healthy or is it good? The dish itself is rather sweet, so it's not the healthiest, but the ingredients are very basic. You're pretty much using very natural ingredients, so I say it's not bad.
And I mean, everything in moderation.
Yeah. And
like Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, 1 box a day.
That's fine.
Yeah. So this one maybe just have, because each ammo cartridge probably has like 6 or 7 Sundots in there, and they're about the size of a toonie. So you'd have to go
For people who don't know what toonies are, it's a $2 Canadian coin.
Oh, right. Yes. It's about 1.5 inches or maybe 1 inch in diameter.
Yeah. I like, there's no American equivalent.
Well, the
they
$1
have a silver dollar.
Yeah,
those
the
are
$1
rare.
coin. For any Americans that may have their own $1 coins. It's about that.
One time the laundromat gave me all silver dollars in change. I was pissed. I was like, this is heavy.
Like, how do I fit this in my wallet?
Yeah.
Do you see this wallet? It has no coin purse.
Yeah. And whenever I try to pay for things with it, they're like, what's that? Like, it is currency. Take it.
It's money.
It's money. Yes. I guess it's also the shape of I mean, it's circular. I'm trying to think of something that's like that size, and I actually can't think of anything.
A grape?
Like a pog.
Like a big grape? Oh yeah, a pog. It's
pog.
a little bit smaller than a pog though, because pogs are that's like almost 2 inches, I think.
They're not that big. Well, who knows? They don't exist anymore, and we just aged ourselves because we know what pogs are.
Did I ever tell you that story of the time when I fell asleep with a pog case on my pocket and had the most painful and numb leg for the longest hour?
No.
That one sucked. I had to go to the doctor, and they're like,
wow.
No, that's just going to disappear because you just slept in the pog for like 6 hours.
Paralyzed by pog.
Yeah. In terms of is it good? It's better than booger.
I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with sugar and coconut.
No, I mean, as a kid, we used to get it, but we usually just get it because it was like called kulangot. We definitely didn't get it because it tasted good. Okay. But it was edible. It's fun. It's more, I would say it's more fun than it is delicious because you're
I feel like it's probably kind of plain, right? It's just like,
yeah. And most people actually, or not most, but some people actually use kalamay or Sundot Kulangot more as an ingredient than a dish. So they use that syrup mixture for making other desserts.
Other stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So in terms of is it good, I'd say it's good enough. If it's healthy, it's healthier or better. It's tastier and healthier than booger.
Hey, you don't know.
I'm gonna go with that one.
Have you actually looked up like benefits of eating booger? That's
something
to.
Oh, I have not.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oh, you have. Tell us.
In fact, it's one of the healthiest meals out there.
I think it's just made of like dirt and like snot.
In terms of renewable resources, that's as renewable as you can get.
It's stuff that your nose has rejected.
Yeah.
Imagine just eating that and your body's just like
I mean, it's better than eating poop.
Oh, yeah.
Our standards for what is good and what's healthy for this dish isn't that high. But I would say it's not bad. It's fun. I would recommend trying it. It's an enjoyable experience. So what are we doing next? Are we doing your whale thing?
Ambergris. I will try to remember. I'm going to write it down right now to research.
Ambergris. It's not wine.
Research.
Not wine, it's
Research.
ambergris.
I don't even know if I'm saying it properly. But there it is. Okay, I wrote it down. It's gonna happen.
We're changing it up this season or this
Yes.
next episode. Angel's gonna do the research and I'm gonna be the one surprised
by things.
I have no idea what this is at all.
Okay, we kind of talked about it, but I don't think you remember.
All I know is
That's
it has something to
cool.
do with whales.
It does have something to do with whales.
Is it like the hakarl, the fermented shark thing?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It'll be a surprise.
I can't wait. Anyway, that's our episode on booger.
Yay, boogers.
Filipino booger.
Tastes better than probably the ones from my nose.
We'll see. I mean, oh, Angel, come on, put that case down again. Why do you keep showing that case?
Goodbye.
This is Smörgåsbord.
This show was created by Angel Lynn and Mick Narciso, hosted by Angel Lynn and Mick Narciso, edited by Mick Narciso and Bianca Guico, logo and graphics by Angel Lynn, music by Mick Narciso, and videography by Bianca Guico. The show is produced by Geek Happy Network, constantly curious about the things we love. If you enjoyed listening to Smörgåsbord, remember to subscribe to the show on Spotify, YouTube, or on your favorite podcast app. Remember to leave a review. We would love to hear your thoughts.